Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. Today, we're checking out a beer from Cabin Brewing in Calgary, Alberta. This one is called Neon Saturation. Neon Saturation is a hazy IPA coming in at 7% alcohol. Cabin Brewing Company out of Calgary. My friend Ed dropped this off to me the other night, and at first when I saw the can, I thought, oh, this is one I wanted to try, because it looks a bit like the can art, like the lettering, the color scheme kind of reminds me of something else, but I can't figure out what it is. So I was looking, because I thought it might have been something Kilter Brewing here in Winnipeg, Manitoba had done. Couldn't find anything on their site. I thought it might have been like Bellwoods or somewhere out of Ontario. One of the breweries there that I get a lot of beers from that I've been following for a while, thanks to some of my BrewTuber buddies, trips that I've taken out there and stuff. Couldn't find it there either. So if this reminds you of anything, let me know, because I know there's a brewery that did something that has a similar look, but I know I've never heard of Cabin Brewing before. So yeah, looking forward to getting into this. Let's crack her open, and I'll pour this into my glass. Hazy IPA, a style of beer that I quite enjoy. 7% alcohol, kind of a standard ABV for this kind of beer, I think. Hazies usually come in around 6 or 7. So big, fluffy old head on top of this one. And yes, as promised, by the style, of course, it is, get some of that drippage off the bottom there. It is very hazy. You cannot see my face through that at all. But that is just pillowy soft looking. That is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful head on this. Let's get a nose on this. Okay. Yeah, I am getting a lot of really good fruity kind of notes. I don't want to say what kind of hops are in here. No, it doesn't say. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of that kind of like zesty fruitiness that you get a lot with hazy IPAs. Yeah, it kind of smells like juice almost. All right, I'm gonna go in for a sip. Cheers, my friends. The mouthfeel on this, pillowy soft. It is smooth. It's such a smooth mouthfeel. Really follows through in just like the overall look of it. Yeah, that is really smooth. It doesn't taste overly strong. Occasionally you get that with the hazy, but for the most part, hazies just don't taste as strong as they are, and this one certainly doesn't. It's got kind of a medium body, which kind of, you know, will lend itself to being a slower sipping beer. And yeah, so I mean, you're not going to pound too many of these back too fast, just given that style. It's quite tasty though. I'm going to say the fruit notes on this, as strong as they were on the nose, are a little more subdued than I was expecting, than I was used to. They're starting to come through a bit on the back end. So there's more of that sort of fruitiness on the back end of the beer. And those juicy notes that you get from the hazy IPA really seems to be on the back end of it. Up front, it's quite bright, actually. Yeah, this is really nice, and it's quite subtle. I always say the hazies, like, you get these kind of juicier, hazier kind of IPAs. Those are always, like, I always kind of recommend those more to people who say, I don't like IPAs. It's like, if you tried these, you might like them. This one is even more subtle than they usually are. So that could even be more of a bonus for people. So you're just getting a little bit of that juiciness, and it's not overpowering. It's not you know, punching you in the face. It's there. Yeah, it's quite tasty. It's a decent beer overall. I've never heard of Cabin Brewing before. But overall, it's a decent beer. Ed, thank you so much for dropping this one off to me. And to the rest of you, thanks for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. See you all again real soon, my friends. Cheers.
I'm sick and I'm tired and I need to go home.